Well, today we're gonna step in some dog poop and pull some shit apart. Not dog shit. Well, I mean, step in that, but not pull that apart. Got an old forklift here. Yeah, it's old. It's got a flathead 4-cylinder Continental, and that son of a bitch makes a lot of funky noises that you don't want motors to make. So, we're gonna pull the head off because when I got her running last time where she died here. Yeah, she was knocking around like crazy. Not just that, but massive back pressure through the carburetor. So it was just. So I'm pretty sure those two cylinders have some stuck valves. Yeah. So that, bang, bang, not bang. Looks like the weeds are doing some weeding. Not the good stuff. Okay, well. Yep, dog poop. And mouse poop all over too. That's fun. Oh, that's the wrong size. Oh, it's the wrong bolt. Okay. I'm gonna pull that off. I'm not gonna keep wrenching or videoing. Alright, coils off. Took that rad hose off just to make a mess. So, yeah. Things and stuff. I'll take those two off. Get the thermostat housing out just to drain a bit more. And I'll start pulling the head bolts. Wahoo! So much fun. I don't know, looking like a 13. Yeah. It does. Really awesome. Love that. Okay, get to do one by hand. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, this thing hasn't probably been open in 30-ish years. Oh, yeah, that doesn't feel good. Oh, it's coming. Okay. Let's try the other one, I guess. Oh, yeah. That's what I like. At least it didn't disappear into the void. Cool. That locking ball ain't there anymore. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a super happy fun time. Okay. And then I feel like this might not go the way I want it to with a 3/8 drive. But hey, we're going to try it anyways. Because, yeah, that's why. Oh, is it working? Oh, I think it actually is working. 3 clicks out of it. Come on. Oh, I think it did work. And nothing broke. So far. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's still very unhappy. Let's try with the bigger one again, now that it's somewhat broken loose. Oh, it's not a lot of room to work in here. Ah, come on. Yeah. Yeah, that ain't working. Okay, let's bring some of this one back up. Okay, let's go back to the pain in the arse one. Okay, gotta keep using the main bar. Yeah, oh yeah. So much fun. Let's try with the extension now. There we go. Now we're moving. Oh, look at that bee just floating around in the nice green pool. Oop, there goes my Jiffy marker. Everyone needs a Jiffy marker in their pocket. Because you never know. Alright, well, it's time for some head. Let's try and get this head off. Broke my ratcheting breaker bar yesterday. So I gotta use the old school one. Just crack them. Oh, yeah. And then I'll put the impact on them. These actually aren't that bad. Oh, I missed my ratcheting breaker bar already. Okay. Well, let's see if the impact can do it now. One. Oh yeah. Struggled but did it. Okay, that should be all of them. Let's just get a good view so I know where all they all go. All the same? Yeah, they're all the same. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay. Well, let's break this top off and see how bad it is. Let's see what we find. I think it's going to be 2 busted valves or bent valves or 1. Yeah, now, how do I go about this? Where's my knockometer? Oh, there's the knockometer. Tap, tap, taparoo. There we go. She's cracked. Oh, that whole thing's attached to the head. I probably should pay attention to that. Oh, all right. I'm going to take that off. We'll be right back after these messages. Nah, I decided to leave it on. I'm just going to lift her and put her aside. I think that's the plan. If there's enough. Look at that. One stuck intake. Well, that's up a bit. That's up a bit. That's up. Oh, yeah. And look. Good cylinder coolant. This is why you properly drain it before you lift it. I'm going to get the shop vac over that. Well, the good news is compression seems to be good because each cylinder is holding a good amount of coolant. No bubbles coming up. So that's a good sign for compression. Just got to deal with these stuck valves. All right, let's have a look here. So I was thinking that those valves were stuck open, or where they are there, but I put a pry bar under there, and they do move a bit. And all the other ones are closed, so those should actually be open. So I don't believe it is a stuck valve. But now I'm looking at it. I look at that head gasket channel right there. That could explain some things. That could explain some things a lot. Should just crank this over and see if all the valves do. I'm going to get a head gasket for it. And then when I do that, then I'll crank her over and see if all the valves are moving. Because that's a pretty big deal. And that definitely could explain the back pressure coming through the carb. Man, that would be so nice if that was just a head gasket here. Oh, yeah, okay.